Maintenance man here at Mr. Dog Poop Studios. Last week I had a near meltdown trying to make a better mic for interviews. Today we have what was sold to us as a Shure 55SH Series 2 microphone. However, it's a counterfeit. When I ordered it, I assumed it was a cheap knockoff. However, when I received it, it's fully dressed out with Shure branding and all the accessories. So let's take a look at this very convincing and super cheap fake. First, the Shure 55SH is a model that dates back to the 1950s. It's iconic, which is why we bought it as a prop for filming vintage stage performances. The mic retails for $219 before tax and shipping, but I purchased this one for $65 with free shipping on eBay. Of course, they're available all over the internet, mostly on the dark web or one of the China webs. The actual Shure mics are on reputable retailers' websites like B&H and Sweetwater at full retail price. So I never expected an actual Shure microphone, which was fine, because I only wanted it as a prop. But when we got the package, it's literally an exact copy of the Shure packaging. That is the part that's disturbing. eBay and other sites should be removing these counterfeit products. I understand, if a product is not covered by a patent, you can usually copy it. It's legal and part of free competition. But you can't copy the company's logos, trademarks, and name. That's counterfeiting, and you're trading on their reputation. Think about this. A China company sells a cheaply made knockoff, and Shure gets a bad reputation for building garbage microphones. Of course, people are going to jump at a Shure mic for 1/3 the cost. What a great deal. Just imagine when people try to return this to Shure because it's broken or doesn't sound good. Let's take a look at what we got. Outside it says Shure. It says assembled by Shure in Mexico, but we know it was made in China. Open it up. It has Shure branding here. So it has this piece holding it together. The microphone says Shure on it, S-H-U-R-E right here. It has the 55SH Series 2 on and off, and right in the center here, it has the Shure logo. Inside, this is what's great, because I have other Shure microphones. It even comes with a Shure pack, branded Shure. All the registered trademarks, registered trademark, all these things. Let's look at the instructions. Shure, legendary performance. Look at that baby. This is great. Shure service centers. So if you want to take it back for warranty, take it back to a Shure service center, even though it's a counterfeit microphone. All this stuff says Shure. It even comes with a Shure sticker. Here's some kind of card in Chinese. And again, Shure Performance, S-H-U-R-E, with the registered trademark. All the logos, all the things. This is what Shure would package it at. And they've copied everything. Every piece of literature making you think this is a Shure microphone. It is not a Shure microphone, and I guarantee if you take it back to Shure, they're not going to fix it for you. Now, I haven't seen the actual Shure documentation to compare them, but I'm going to say it's probably been duplicated. There is nothing in here that would lead you to believe that this is not a Shure microphone. It's nice, it feels good. It's going to do what we want. Comes with an adapter so you can put it on a microphone stand. It's got the XLR input. Let's test it and see if it works. Okay, so I have another transmitter here. I don't know if this needs phantom power. If it does, we're screwed again this week. If it doesn't, then we're going to be able to see what this thing sounds like. Okay, we're going to plug it in. And it is on. Can you hear that microphone? Can you hear it? Can you? Yeah, it's coming through. Okay, so it does not need phantom power, unlike the other microphone we tried to make last week. So I have a lav on, and you'll be able to compare these two audio streams. I'm looking at my sound guy, but you'll be able to compare this microphone. If I was a famous singer from the 1950s or the 60s, I would be using this microphone. Maintenance man here talking from Mr. Dog Poop's desk. We are talking about the Shure microphone, the counterfeit microphone from China. So I watched some other videos to make sure that this was a fake, and they did audio test, and it sounds pretty close, which is another problem because it's basically just as good as the Shure microphone. My audio guy's looking at me and he's saying, it looks like a Shure microphone. It has Shure stickers. It's from China. It's not made in Mexico. It is from China. It's definitely going to do what we want. We wanted to be able to take this, put it on a stand, and use it as a vintage microphone. I have other vintage microphones. Ugh. This is actually a Calrad 500C. This is actually an actual vintage microphone. You can see what we're going for. So this is an actual old microphone. It's got some dents in it. It's been restored with a new condenser inside. And this is the Shure microphone. I think I paid $200 for this microphone, $65 for this, brand new. And it has pretty good sound. But don't buy it. It's counterfeit. So this is just one item that seems like a great deal on eBay. But how many other items that we buy daily on major sites like eBay or Amazon are in fact fake? How do we know we're buying the real thing? Maybe that's a question we need to start asking these e-commerce websites. Because this is just not cool. I'm sure none of you want to order a $2,000 camera and find out it's a counterfeit that doesn't work. Worse, you have nobody to return it to because it was sold as the real thing with the manufacturer's brand and warranty. I was a bit shocked at this blatant counterfeiting, and at the same time, worried about how many other products may be fakes. You're not the director.
Who's the one behind camera?
So the lighting guy behind the camera and the camera guy are all directors?
Well, I mean, it's only me and you, and I don't see anyone else behind the camera.
Did you even read the script before you loaded it into the fucking thing? No. You don't know what it's about, so don't try to direct me on something that you didn't even fucking read.